Hey everyone, welcome back to Hollywood Buzz. We've got some heartbreaking news. Wrestling legend Hulk Hogan has died at the age of 71 after going into cardiac arrest at his home in Clearwater, Florida. TMZ reported that he was pronounced dead when emergency responders arrived early this morning. If you grew up watching wrestling, you know Hogan was the face of WWF before it became WWE. From the red and yellow gear to his famous flexing, Hulk Hogan was a true pop culture icon. He acted in movies, had reality shows, and even did big endorsements. But later in life, he faced backlash after being caught making racist comments about his daughter's black boyfriend. Although he apologized, many people never looked at him the same. A few weeks ago, his wife Sky denied rumors that he was in a coma, saying his heart was strong. But it now seems those rumors were true. There's been no official family statement or WWE comment yet. And sadly, this comes just days after we lost Malcolm and Ozzy Osbourne, making Hulk the third celebrity death recently. On to another shocking update. Rapper GloRilla was arrested in Georgia just hours ago for felony possession of marijuana over 1 ounce and another controlled substance. She was released after posting a $22,000 bond, but if convicted, she could face 1 to 10 years in prison just for the weed charge. GloRilla has been on fire lately, from her breakthrough hit FNF in 2022 to Billboard charting songs like Yeah Glow, Wanna Be with Megan Thee Stallion, and her album Glorious hitting number 5 on the Billboard 200. She also gets over 24 million monthly Spotify listeners and has 2 Grammy nominations. But now, all that success could be at risk. Georgia laws are tough, and this isn't her first legal issue. She had a DUI last year too. We really hope she handles this wisely, because with the kind of talent she has, she can't afford to throw it all away. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. This is Hollywood Buzz signing off.
That was the quickest 3 trilogy death I've ever seen in my life. I know we always say death comes in 3s, but nigga, I didn't mean like literally. Usually we gotta wait a couple of days, you know what I'm saying? Wait around, see who about to die. Them niggas died in tandem. Doop, doop, doop. I do feel like this is partially our fault because I don't know, something about Malcolm Jamal Warner dying. For some reason, we was all talking about death coming 3s, death coming 3s. You know, they say death coming, like we are goddamn grandparents. Whole time, we're doing a fucking spell. I don't think I've ever seen celebrities die this close together since when Farrah Fawcett died right before Michael Jackson. And if I'm not mistaken, the OxyClean after that. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I remember him dying in tandem with somebody, but I can't remember the year. But I want to say it was him. And I hate to say it, I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't feel like the portal is truly closed. I don't think we're done yet. I think Malcolm was an isolated event. I think that man, it was untimely. It was unfortunate, scary. However, it was not a part of this trilogy.
Okay, I don't know exactly what's going on this week, but now Hulk Hogan is dead. TMZ just reported that he has passed away at the age of 71. I had no idea he was that young. Earlier this morning, medics were dispatched to his home in Clearwater, Florida, with operators stating that it was regarding a cardiac arrest. There have been rumors for a while that Hulk was on his deathbed, but there was nothing confirmed, and even his wife Sky said that there was nothing like that going on. He was just recovering from recent surgeries. To be honest, I don't feel any type of way about this news. I didn't grow up idolizing Hulk Hogan. I watched Hogan Knows Best, but that's pretty much the extent of it. The deep dive that I did on this family a couple of years ago was actually my highest viewed TikTok video ever. So it's kind of weird being here years later knowing that he's passed away at the age of 71. It's just a little bit shocking between Ozzy Osbourne and now Hulk Hogan. I don't know what's going on. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be feeling the loss of Hulk Hogan today.
It happens in 3s. We just lost one of the biggest names the wrestling world has ever known. Hulk Hogan has passed away at the age of 71 after going into cardiac arrest. And whether you watched him in the 80s or just grew up hearing the name, you know how big this is. This man wasn't just a wrestler, he was wrestling. He main evented the first ever WrestleMania. He body slammed Andre the Giant in front of 93,000 fans. He made Hulkamania a global phenomenon. For an entire generation, Hulk Hogan was the face of professional wrestling. The red and yellow, the 24-inch pythons, the what you gonna do, brother. He turned the WWF into a cultural force. He made wrestling mainstream. And if you were a kid in the 80s and early 90s like I was, you didn't just watch Hogan, you played as him on the old Nintendo, button mashing the WWF WrestleMania, trying to drop the big leg on King Kong Bundy or the $1 Million Man. He wasn't just a wrestler, he was our superhero. And when it seemed like his time had passed, he reinvented himself in WCW as Hollywood Hogan and changed the game again with the NWO. That move didn't just give his career a second life, it helped spark the biggest ratings war wrestling has ever seen.
Yeah, I know we said that stuff comes in threes, but we were not expecting this. Hulk Hogan died, y'all. Now, I know I've said I hate TMZ, but they were the first to post about this, and everybody's starting to post about it. He passed from an alleged heart attack. I'm saying alleged because they got the dispatch, everything. I don't want to be posting that. Am I saying we should feel bad for the racist passing? No. I'm just saying, it's been a hell of a week. Malcolm Jamal Warner passes on Sunday after a drowning incident while on vacation with his family in Costa Rica. Ozzy Osbourne passes away on Tuesday due to health complications. Now you got Hulk Hogan pass away from an alleged heart attack. And I know the superstitious conspiracy theory tinfoil people are about to have a time today. I know who to pray for in this case. The ex-wife don't F with him like that. The daughter don't F with him like that. Was him and his son still talking? Most definitely the orange demon's gonna say something because he was at his doggone rally. I don't know. But yeah, crazy times we living in. Crazy, unprecedented, scary times. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, you know. Yeah, I don't know how to address this at all. Wow.
Death is literally in the air. Hulk Hogan has been reported to have passed due to cardiac arrest, according to TMZ. And this, you know, I never want people to pass away. But when Hulk Hogan was here, he was a raging racist. There's plenty of examples, plenty of on record moments where he said the N-word with a hard R. Just saying. But rest in peace, I guess.
Apparently, Hulk Hogan just passed away too. First Ozzy, now Hulk Hogan. This is an awful week. But if those two passing isn't enough of a reason for you to drink from now until the end of the weekend to celebrate their lives, then you need to grow up.
Hulk Hogan has passed away. At the age of 71 years old, Hulk Hogan has passed away. Now, I was never the biggest Hulk Hogan fan, but to deny his importance into professional wrestling history and to deny the impact he had on professional wrestling would be a little bit insane. We probably don't have the WWE today without this guy. He was the super babyface formula that a lot of people had, even though he took it from basically Buddy Rogers. But this man, you know, paved the way for pro wrestling to be where it's at. He was the guy that Vince McMahon trusted to put the company on his back, become a multiple-time world champion, had reigns that are unheard of in wrestling today, even though Roman Reigns just did one very close to it. But realistically, he is going to be remembered, and he's going to be on many people's Mount Rushmores and all that stuff. I was never a Hulk Hogan fan personally. I never really lived in that timeline. I also have way too many friends that this guy did not like. So to me personally, it is what it is. You know, everybody dies, not everybody lives. But, you know, I know there's a lot of people out there that are going to be very upset about this. A lot of people grew up with them as with him as their hero. And he is, you know, a big reason why we're all here together with WWE today. So.